Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well, I hope you're happy, I hope you're healthy. Welcome to today's video, which is a makeup look. Today we're going for a fun, fresh, dewy makeup that I did on Instagram, and everyone was like, oh, can you hit me up with that makeup tutorial? So I was like, yes babe, I can hit you up with that makeup tutorial. Today this is inspired by Charli D'Amelio, who, if you don't know her, she's like a massive TikTok star. She's super cute. She's very young, so she doesn't wear a lot of makeup, even though this is a lot of makeup. I try to do the no makeup look, which girls, we always know that never happens. It always ends up in makeup look. And this is inspired by her. A lot of blush, cute, if I do say it so myself. And if you want to see what products I use and how I do this, because it ain't as simple as it looks, keep watching. Also, at the end of this video, I'm going to be telling you how to enter my £500 clothing giveaway. And all you have to do to enter the giveaway is be subscribed and comment below. I will be telling you what to comment at the end of this video, so make sure you stick around if you want to know. So before further ado, I don't think that's how you say it, but we'll go with that. Let's just get started. Okay, so full disclosure, I wasn't actually going to film this video just because of the state of my skin. It's been really bad recently, but I have been doing a few things to try and make it better, but it just seems to be like coming for me right now. I feel like I've seen a lot of people that are in self-isolation struggle with their skin as well. So if you guys have any tips or anything like that that could help me with my skin, please let me know, because shit ain't funny. Also, we've been having really nice weather, and one thing that happens to me in nice weather, just another little bonus to self-isolation, is I get really bad bunches of freckles and melasma. You can see like here, I'm not sure if it actually shows really well up on camera, but you can see like there, I get like a really large freckle that just makes my eye bags look like it just goes. So we're gonna have to fix that today, babes, because I ain't got no cute freckles going on right now. I've just got big bunches of them. Spot or acne, like the pun, you know, we're just gonna go for it. We're gonna cover it all. We're gonna try and make it look like no makeup. I mean, it's gonna look like makeup, but you know what I mean. So the first thing that I do when I'm doing my makeup, especially when I've got breakouts, is make sure that I moisturise. Make sure that I've used a face scrub. Make sure that I've moisturised. Make sure I've put on like hyaluronic acid. It's always weird to say. Hyaluronic acid and SPF, babe. SPF. Let that sit on my skin for like a minute or two, and then I'll go and do my makeup. To cover this up, I'm going to need quite heavy coverage makeup. I wouldn't usually use a heavy coverage makeup to do this type of look. Like Charli's look is quite fresh face. Obviously she's only a young girl, so she's not wearing full crazy makeup. She definitely does wear a little bit though, you know, blush, mascara, so I'm just trying to go for that vibe. But I got Charli D'Amelio's fucking skin, babe, so we're gonna have to improvise. At the moment, I also do have self-tan on. I don't have it on my face because breakouts are a thing, and I obviously need to make sure that my face be matching my body when I'm doing my TikToks later. You know what I'm saying? So I need to make sure that this ain't looking like two different colours. So I'm going to use a darker foundation as well, so just don't come for me with that. I have to use a darker foundation so that I look normal. So the steps that I actually do, I actually put foundation on, contour, and then foundation on again. Bear with me, sounds like a lot, but I use a very thin layer of foundation, especially first. Slight disclaimer, boo, I ain't a makeup artist, but I do have to cover this regularly. Just saying, stick with me with it. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to go in with is Bobbi Brown's Skin Longwear Weightless Foundation. I'm going to do a really thin layer of this. This is meant to be a really high coverage foundation, but it isn't. It isn't a high coverage foundation. It doesn't cover any of this ish. So I'm going to use this as basically a base just to get that sort of warmth in my skin, get that tan glow going, babe. I'm just going to put this onto a foundation brush and put it straight onto my skin. This is the Sigma Brush Flat Kabuki F80. And I just go over all my skin, and it looks super dark, super crazy right now, but they'll be fine. You can see that it's looking a little bit more like my neck colour. If you have really nice skin and no breakouts, you probably could just do this and not do any of the coverage that I'm gonna do, but I don't have that luxury, so you know, I'm gonna have to keep going. Also, I know that Charli's not very tanned, she's quite got a fairer skin tone, but that shit is not for me. It doesn't look right on me, never has, never will, so I always like to look more tanned. So this is basically a more tanned version of Charli's makeup. You know, a natural, dewy type of look. Still innocent, still young, got 35 million followers, this type of makeup. Okay, now that's done, I'm gonna go in with a bronzing stick. This is actually a foundation stick from Primark, literally the best one that I've ever used. Sunkissed, and it was like £3. It's called My Perfect Colour Moisturising Foundation Stick. I always get it in a really dark shade, shade Caramel, and I basically use it as a bronzing stick. So I just use a brush to put it on. I don't like using it straight from here. I use the Sigma F60 brush. This is like a foundation brush, and I literally just wipe it on the end of the stick like that and then put it where I want my contour. It is quite dark. You don't want to be Instagram snatched, because the whole idea of looking like fresh faced and this sort of Charli style makeup is actually that it's quite sun-kissed. So if you think about where the sun hits, it's like here, you know, that's where you sort of want the colour, but we'll go into that later bit. When I'm doing like a contour, I don't like to be like super straight lined and then have to do all the work later blending it out. I'd rather just do it now and then not have to put in loads of effort later. So I'm just going to cut out my non-existent jawline. I have no jaw. I also have no chin, no high chin. She's not there. Can't come to the phone right now, not available. And then something that I always do with my makeup, regardless whether doing fresh faced, full face, insta face, whole face, whatever we fancy in, I will always put a darker foundation around my lips just to give me them lips. So now I'm looking crazy. I'm going to go in with a concealer. This is the Benefit Boiing concealer. It's really light, and this is because I actually use it under my foundation. So, you know, I'm not going to look so crazy. One thing that I do with concealer is I allow it to dry before I blend it out, and that is something that I watched on a Huda Beauty video, and she was basically saying like one of the biggest mistakes people make with concealer is to just go ahead and blend it out straight away, and it's like, well, it's too wet, so it's just spreading across your face. And I was like, oh my god, she's actually right. And when you've got breakouts, obviously you want the coverage on that spot where it is. You don't want it to start, you know, spreading away. So I've started doing that, and that's literally changed my makeup game. Not that it's particularly strong anyways, you know, but whatever. We do what we can. I always think these look like little angel wings. I love it. Oh, looking a little insane right now. And then I'm just going to go on my forehead and on my chin. I'm only going to do a little bit on my forehead just because I want to look super tanned. Oh girl, bye. We don't want you here. You weren't invited to the party. Do you know what, bitch? I told you weren't invited. Ugh, she's been escorted politely. One thing I've learned is I can't do a nose contour as well. I have got a slight bump in my nose. I can't do it. I try it, and sometimes I just do like this little bit here, just where the bump is, and I have to do a scrunch face just to kind of get it straight. But I'm just not that pro. So now that lighter one's on and it's drying, I'm just going to go in with a concealer that is similar colour to my foundation, and this is for my breakouts. This is the one that I will definitely leave to dry for a lot longer, just so it actually sticks to my breakouts and doesn't, you know, reveal them as soon as I put a sponge to it. So this is the L'Oreal True Match. Perfect Match, True Match Concealer, and this is the shade 2N. I'm just going to go over where my breakouts are dark. So basically cover the entire face. I'm just being dramatic, they're not that bad. It's not that bad. It could be worse. I always think that. You've always got to think, you know what? Things could be worse. And while this is drying, I'm going to show you my nails. These are awful. I need the nail bars to open ASAP because this is not okay. Do you know what I mean? I don't have real estate for natural nails. I need extensions. Okay, we look like we're drying up a little bit, so I'm just going to go in with a damp sponge and do the highlight bits first, and then go on the bottom, the flip side, the peach, and then blend out the darker bits. I'm going to leave this bit the longest, hope that it somehow magically makes my spots disappear. Girl can hope. So I'm just going to blend out the lighter bits. I always just bring it up my nose a little bit just to try and make my nose look a little bit starched, even though I can't do it properly. Bring it around my nose just because I've got a little bit of redness there. Chin. Let's try and get some chin. Hello, chin. Where are you? Right, I'm going to just go over the concealer over my spots that was drying down. Yes. And I'm just going to blend out the darker bits. So I don't want to move that too much because my foundation is going to go over the top, and I don't want it to lose the sort of shape that I've constructed. How annoying is it when you get baby hairs and they're like blonde? Oh, do you know what I'm saying? Like, what is that about? I need a shave. Well, I'm just going to make that colour slightly onto the apples of my cheeks because that is where, you know, I'm going to be putting that blush. I don't want it to be like crazy contrast from like pale to blush. Okay, so now I'm going to go back in with foundation just a little bit, just to sort of blend this out, because this is giving me most of the coverage that I need. That this doesn't, no shade. So now I can just go over and blend it all in together, tie it all in, melt it all together. One tip that I do have for people that have acne, and yeah, I have just put foundation on my eyelids. Am I bothered? No. One tip that I do have for people that have acne is if you find that when you're pressing your sponge down, it like shows your acne again, don't press it down, wipe it across and leave it like that, because sometimes when you press it down, it pulls it off. So, and now I'm just going to blend it in the sides of this contour. I'm not going to blend out that top bit because she's here to stay. Okay, so I think the skin is done. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and just set my under eyes, set my forehead, set the breakout, lock it translucent powder. I'm just going to use this brush, which is a Sigma F35, just to dab it all on. Get it on the brush like that, and then I'm just going to tap in. Just lightly with this, just so it sets that all that concealer. I find this really works well for my spots. And then I'm just going to go over my eyelids as well, just sort of to set that makeup in place so that when I'm putting my eyeshadow on, it doesn't crease. Okay, so next up I'm just going to use bronzer and a big brush. I'm not sure what brush this is, but I just like to do my face first before I start doing my eyes or eyebrows or anything like that, just because I feel like it blends out better. There's nothing worse than putting your eyebrows on your eyes and then not being able to get your bronzer into the corners properly and you look a little crazy. So this is Give Me Sun bronzer, and I'm just going to go ahead and literally just do all the outside of my face, as you'll see. So I'm just going to like go down my face like this, and then come down my cheekbone a little. And I haven't taken off that powder from baking yet because I feel like it just helps me sort of guide where I want the bronzers to go and not. And yeah, I go ham with that blending because there's nothing worse than like crazy looking bronzer. So I always start right in the corner and then come out, just so that most of the product is like on the end and on the corner. Nothing worse than just going bosh, straight in there with bronzer. Oh, that's my worst nightmare. And then I'm just gonna go bottom of my chin and bottom of my nose. When you're doing Sunkissed looks, natural looks, try to pull in a bronzer to my eye as well, like that. Yeah. Bam. Okay, so for my eyes, I'm going to use an eyeshadow palette. This is a Pierre. Never heard of it, but I got it in like one of those like beauty boxes that you get. And this is an eyeshadow palette, but I'm actually going to use this colour as a blush. So I'm going to use it as a blush that I actually bring into my eye as well. I use a contoured brush for this as well. This is the Sigma F40, and I will just sweep it into my eye like that, just because I don't want it to be overly structured. It's ideally going to look natural. And then just at the temple, start sweeping it into the eye. So we're not going to do eyeshadow, this is literally what we're going to do. We will darken the eyelash line, because she has got really dark eyebrows and dark eyelashes, but for the actual face, that is all we'll do. I'm just going to go in again with that blush very lightly and just dust it on the top of my nose here, and that is just to get that sort of sun-kissed look. I'm just going to bring the blush up to the apples of my cheeks too. Okay, next up I'm going to do my brows. The brush that I use for my brows is a smaller angle brush by Sigma. It is E65. I'm going to use a pomade. This is just an Avon one. It's not amazing. Trust me, it makes me work for it, but it's the one that I use and I'm pretty used to it now. And then I'm just going to use a spoolie just to brush out my eyebrows. Charli has got quite thick, dark eyebrows, so I'm going to go for that type of look. But one thing that I don't do is put loads of product at the front, because I think that's when your eyebrows start looking fake. Although they're all fake, you know what I mean? We're all fake. We're all catfishes, let's be honest, but we want to try and be a little convincing. So I just take the product and I actually take it on the lid and like wipe it down just to keep the brush thin and flat, and then you can get that nice hair stroke. I'm just try and get a little zoom action in there. So I think the more that you just do it up and out like that, the more natural they look. And again, you can do that by keeping the brush flat. Okay, so now the brows are on, I'm just going to go in and darken my eyelash line with a dark sort of brown. This is Guilt Trip by NYX. NYX, not sure how you say it. I'm just going to use this pointed brush as well. This is a really good one for getting that sort of flake that you'd get with eyeliner, but with powder, and it's by Sigma E30. I'm just going to put it on the end, get rid of the crap, and then just close my eye and like pull it closed and go up. Okay, now my eyes are on. I'm just going to get rid of any of the excess powder underneath my eyes by using a sort of larger brush, Sigma F30, and just getting it out there. Okay, my eyelashes nearly done, girls. Okay, so for my mascara, I love Bad Gal Bang by Benefit. I can't stand the full size because the brush is so bendy. I always end up getting mascara underneath, looking crazy, so I always get a travel size as well. And I will always use this one before this one. Obviously when it runs out, you know, I've got to use the big one. But. And for this one, because Charli's got quite sort of naturally cat eyes, she doesn't have a mascara going up. She actually has a mascara going sort of out. So when you're putting your mascara on, it's important that you pull up and drag to the side and put minimal amount of mascara on the inner corner of your eye. Charli doesn't tend to have a load of highlighter on, but I'm just going to put a little bit on the end of my nose because it just makes it look a little cuter. So I'm just going to put a bit on the end of my nose, and that is pretty much it. This is MAC Oh Darling. Okay, so last up, Charli doesn't tend to wear like lip liner or anything like that. Obviously she's still so young, so she probably doesn't need a hell of a lot of makeup. Not that anyone does. So I'm just going to use a Millie Macintosh lip gloss, and this is just like a really pink sort of shimmery lip gloss. It's really pretty. I'm just going to put a little bit of that on. Not loads, because it's actually really shimmery, so it looks super glossy anyways. And that's it. I'm literally ready to be TikTok famous. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, where followers, where they are. I can dance. Kind of. I do have TikTok though, so if you have TikTok, come and follow me because you might want to laugh at me, I'm not sure. My username is JadeLeannexo. Okay guys, that is it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you liked it. I really love Charli. I think she's so sweet. She's so young, so beautiful, full of potential, and I can't already wait to see where her career is going to be wild. It's going to lead her a lot of places. So I hope you like this tutorial. If you did like it, make sure you give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you want to see other videos like this. I also do fashion, beauty, girl talk, all that type of stuff, and I would love to have you. If you do have Instagram, hop over to Instagram, say hi. My username is JadeLeannexo. Come get involved. I post stories, pictures all day, every day. You will find mainly fashion stuff, but I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone and show a little bit more of me. Okay, get to the juicy stuff, guys. The giveaway. So if you are a subscriber of mine, all you have to do to enter a £500 clothing giveaway, this is stuff that I've been sent by brands for free. So unfortunately it is all my size, which I'm a really weird body shape. I'm between a size 8 and a size 12. It is all my size, so you can use it yourself if it does fit you, or gift it to family and friends, sell it, you know, do whatever you want with it. But to enter the giveaway, you do have to be a subscriber of mine. You gotta be a support babes, and also comment on this video with 3 chilly emojis, and I will know you've entered it. When I'm filming the next video, I'm going to go through my comments, which will be in about a week. I'm going to go through my comments, randomly choose 3 chilies, and I will announce it in my next video and get you to send me your details so that I can send you all these clothes. This is open to anywhere in the world, as long as I can send there, which is pretty much anywhere. You are more than welcome to enter. I don't want you to just follow me just for the giveaway. I only want you to follow me if you're actually interested in what it is that I like doing, me in general, if you want, whatever. But I would love to have you, and I hope you're staying safe, I hope you're happy, and I hope you're healthy, and I will see you next time. Go hit up them chilies in the comments.